What's going on, guys? It's Shane. We are back here again with another video, and today we're going to be returning to School Bus Simulator STARLINE, owned by STARLINE Bus Services. And today we are going to be reviewing the most recent update. This is the 2025 Next Generation CE update, okay? Now, not only does this update include the Next Generation ICCE, it also includes a brand new game pass, the Minibus Bundle, which includes a Thomas Minotour and a Bluebird Microbird G5. Okay, now the Minotour is a 2014. As to what year the Microbird is, I'm not entirely sure. Um, However, these are the two other smaller buses that I wanted to release pretty soon. You know, I thought about releasing these with the other handicap bus as well, but I figured that one would go up for free and this one would become a pack. Now, here's the news. Okay, so I plan to, every other bus that I add to the game, I plan to have it free. Okay. There are some people out there who aren't quite happy that some of these buses are behind game passes, but you know, I do have to make some money somewhere. So there's that. What else was I going to say? So the reason I had uh, those as, you know, the reason I had those as a game pass was because that the next gen is going to be free for everyone. So as of the time that I'm recording this, the update has been live for like 2 days now. So but yeah, those two new things were added. I also expanded the main bus lot. I added more parking for when we do add more buses. I revised the chat tags, and I've introduced a new brighter spotlight system for the buses. Now, you've seen this in other videos that I've done on like Stafford County, I believe it was, where they had the brighter lights kind of reflecting off stuff. I finally got those in the buses. They're still work in progress, but if you guys like them, I will add them to all the buses. And I think that's it. Very special thank you to Maple Valley Sales for the part that I could use to make the next generation. If you don't know, they made like the entire front hood and the interior. I'll show you guys. But first, let's actually show you guys the chat tags. There we are. They're kind of the same. It's just if you paid attention to NBC's update, it's the same chat tags. So yeah, just a reminder, if you guys aren't in the group already, go ahead and join that. We're still doing giveaways every 1,000 members, which is pretty cool. I do want to give a shout out to our most recent affiliate, Regional Bus Company. Amazing group in general. So I was very happy to partner with them. So let's go ahead and show you guys the lot. Here we are. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have had your time to kind of jump in and see everything yourself. But as you can see, this parking lot is a lot more organized than the other one. I've got my little handicap spots here. So there are two handicap buses in the game. So one of them is free, the other one is Game Pass. So speaking of the Game Pass, let's go ahead and talk about the spawner really quickly. You'll notice it is a bit smaller. Okay, so I did have to scale it down for mobile users, which did in return scale it down for everyone else. So it is a little smaller, but it's still readable. I've organized the bus categories by brand. As you can see, Thomas, International, Bluebird, Retro Pack, and then the Mini Bus Pack. You'll find the new International down here. We won't spawn it in just yet, though. I do want to show you guys the mini buses. So this is the handicap Microbird G5. Okay, now they're both Chevys. I could have gone with a different brand, but we didn't. I like the Chevys, so here we are. Very nice. Now, we aren't going to drive this thing around. I do just want to showcase it because this video is supposed to be about the next gen. So you can actually open these doors. I do still need to get a wheelchair lift model. I might have to, I'm going to make one. I already have a script that'll work for it to be animated. So that's pretty cool. Now, mind you, these buses are very old. Okay, these are Huxley buses, but they aren't updated Huxley buses. So I will go ahead and start it for you guys. Okay. Here it is. One stop sign. And the lights. And then there's the turn signals. I like these turn signals. Pretty cool. I like the ones on the back here too. They look really cool. Okay. And that's pretty much it for this bus. Honestly, there's not too much going on with it. Let me just open this. Okay. Now the other bus is not a handicap bus. However, it is my favorite of the two. So I do enjoy this bus a lot more than the G5. Um, got that signature curve at the back, just like most Bluebirds do. In fact, actually, no, this is not a Bluebird, is it? I don't know. I know most Bluebirds have like that kind of backing. Actually, that threw me off, really. The Minotour is a Chevy, but it's also, wasn't it like created by something else as well? I know General Motors was in there as well. Obviously, if Chevy's in there, General Motors is in there. This one has a lot nicer interior, I think. It's got the same startup. Uh, you'll notice the gauge cluster on the screen is older. No, actually, I lied. Sorry. Thomas. This is a Thomas. Why was I thinking Bluebird? Thomas. Was it Thomas Minotaur's that name? I'm so stupid, guys. Which makes sense because there are EFXs and stuff like that that have the curvature back on it too. I don't know why I thought that was just Bluebird. There are the reds, the ambers. The lights are the same. I feel stupid for saying Bluebird now. Okay, now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the next gen. Now there are a few things off about this next gen. I do realize that. So somebody brought up the badge on the side here. Definitely is not updated. I don't believe that belongs on the next gen. So what this is it's the same body as the 2018 model. The only difference is it has a swapped hood. Okay. All right. Which kind of fit perfectly, honestly. There's the switch. Okay. And it does have the new interior here as well. And honestly, it only took me like 10 minutes to set up. So okay. So the one thing you'll notice is that right off the bat, the sounds were okay. They're not the greatest. Finding sounds was very difficult, actually. I couldn't find any good ones. As far as the turn signals go, they are these. Now, I can switch them to the LED, where the turn signal is like a, I don't even know what you would call it, but the turn signal would be on like the bottom here instead of whatever this is. And I don't know if these are supposed to be like just a marker lights and the turn signals are supposed to be down here. I'm not entirely sure because I don't really know anything about these next gens. So that's the thing. So let's go ahead and head out. Or we do have our seatbelt on. Good. But I haven't got too many complaints about the bus in general. So that's good. Now, another thing you'll notice is the turn signal sound is horrible. You can hear it. It's just it's just the same sound repeating. I do need to get that changed for sure. Somebody mentioned engine fans. I can definitely add an engine fan. That's no problem. In fact, I might do that to some of the other buses as well. But here's the lights on them. I think those are set up properly. I'm not entirely sure. I didn't do very much research on this bus. So here's the reflective lights though. This is what I was talking about. Now it shines a lot brighter in the nighttime. And the ones on the back and the front aren't really reflecting. I'm gonna have to edit the range on that, I believe is what it is. So these on the side are reflecting really well because they bounce off the wall here. So, but I'm gonna try to keep this video nice and simple. Like I said, I'm sure a lot of people have already like tested the update, so as far as map expansions go, nothing was really done to the map. Um, so still working on this farm area. But I need to definitely focus on the map for sure. I think I'm going to do that in the next few updates. So, I've been getting complaints about the cosmetic system on mobile. If you guys read the description of the Game Pass, it will tell you that you might have trouble using the cosmetics on mobile. Okay. So, you know, that's something I'm still working on. It has proven to be a little difficult. In fact, we might reach the harsh conclusion that it just won't work for mobile devices. And if that is the case, then I wish there was an option where you couldn't buy certain game passes on certain devices. I don't know if that's a thing. You would think it'd be a thing. I don't know if it is though. I'll have to look into that, because if it, you know, if it is, I would just restrict it to just console and PC. So I don't know. The West came with these nice LED signs as well. I thought those looked pretty cool. In fact, putting those on the regular 2018 might be something to do as well. Though I don't know if they're on the 2018 by default. Probably not. And when I mean by default, I mean like in real life. Okay. Now we're actually just going to drive back to the lot here. Just wanted to show you guys the lighting system. And I ran the stop sign. Love that. And I ran another stop sign. But yeah, the chat tags should work now. There was an issue where certain people couldn't see certain people's chat tags. That should all be fixed now. Now we are growing like crazy. We hit 8,000 group members like a day ago, and now we're already up to 8,300. It's insane. I mean, we're gonna be at 10,000 by the end of the year. I mean, I don't see how we aren't. I mean, it's crazy. It's honestly amazing. You know, and what I think what it was is, you know, I sacrificed my player count, right? Because I wanted people to be able to join the group in order to spawn a bus. So that is still a thing. Now, it probably won't always be a thing because I am going to want that player count back. But I did want to establish... Actually, we can just despawn a bus. I did want to establish a good amount of group members. That's kind of the whole point, because I do want to turn this into a company in the future. And we are going to need numbers. These are just floating. I'm going to have to fix those. All right. Well, very quick update. You know, not the biggest update of all time, but it did feature 3 new buses. So, and one of the buses was like the most requested bus ever. So, I'm glad I was able to provide. Again, thank you to Maple Valley Sales for that as well. Without them, we wouldn't have got it. So, sorry, I'm just stretching. I have to stretch. I'm recording this at like 8 in the morning. So, yeah. If you guys do wish to play this game yourself, it will be linked in the description down below. If you guys like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.